Sorry about like kind of last minute notice that we were doing this today. But tomorrow we've got church and we've got a bunch of stuff we're doing when we're done with it. So we thought we'd squeeze this in now. We're gonna watch a movie tonight, so we thought we'd go ahead and go live here and show you everything that's been done the past couple of days. So I hope everybody's doing well. I don't have my tablet in here, so I'm not gonna be able to keep up with anything. But Gabe's right outside the thing there, and he'll keep up with the chats and all that. So we had a busy day today. You're going to see some videos of it. We went up to Milton. They had their last, one of the train clubs that we like a lot. They had their last open house of the season in the actual place where they have their permanent layout. We'll see them up in Milton again, but they'll be with their traveling layout at the actual Milton Museum up there. That won't be until November. So we got some really good shots. They've been working pretty good on their layout. There's a canyon that's got a couple of bridges. Last time we were there, it was all just foam. Now they've glued on castings and textured stuff and painted most of the area. Yes.
Scott Bain sent a gold coin.
Oh, well, thank you, Scott. So we went and did that, and we had some errands to run in Janesville and stopped and grabbed a little bite to eat on the way home. So we thought, well, we'll just go ahead and do our live stream for the weekend now. So got something to show you here that we finished. Yes.
I think we'll make the goal a shout out for each person who donates.
Okay.
How's that?
I'll let you take care of that as it comes in.
Okay.
Or let me, and I'll say the name too. So anyway, as you guys know, I've been working on the Elevated behind me here. I just finished painting the double wide section that replaces the one that's up behind me right now as it is. So I'll show that to you here in a minute. We'll actually put the new piece in place. I painted it early this morning, and I've had it sitting in here propped up a little bit so the paint underneath could dry really well so it wouldn't stick to the superstructure. And we'll get it put in place and we'll see how it looks. I'll put a couple pieces of track down on it side by side, make sure I've got enough room. I sure hope I got enough room.
Gabstar says hi.
Hey, thanks for joining us. We're just talking about the layout today, and I'm going to show what I've been working on. So I think, yeah, you'll see all the details. It wound up being, you guys, if you were with us on the last live stream, I just started gluing the little triangle supports that are like this big underneath for the walkways on each side. And we put on probably about 15 or 18 of them. It barely came down hardly down the side. And I think it turned out I wound up having almost 200 of the triangles. So that was a bear. That took a long time, and then of course the handrails did too. But it all came out looking really good. So all that's left, yes.
Gabstar says your arms are massive. Well, you were.
I used to weightlift a long time ago. So, but thank you. So when we put the track on, it'll hopefully cover some of the flaws that we have. I'm not sure what happened here. I've got like these streaks that happened with the paint, and I thought, well, maybe it's the supports underneath, but there's too many of them. So I'm really confused as to why I have these on here. You're not gonna be able to tell once the track's on. It's just one of these things. I know they're there. So it's just, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, and I got a box in yesterday. Well, I don't know if it came in yesterday or not. I'll have to show you a little bit of it. We did an unboxing video of it already. Family just treated me yesterday, just said because it was Friday, and they'd got this, they got an order, they'd ordered some stuff, and it came in, and I'll show you what I got here in a little bit. But first, I think we're going to start with the Elevated, the deck. Boy, I'm really anxious to see what it's going to look like back up here on this. Still got some work to do on the superstructure that goes below it. I'll show you that here in a minute. I'll point some things out. I'll have Gabe move the camera so you can see where I'm working here in a minute. And I'll show you where there's some problems that I have to fix. That's why I'm not going to glue everything together for just a little bit yet, but I will be doing it shortly. Within the next week, we'll have this first section done. I'm hoping to have I hope to have all 3 straight sections finished by the end of the week, at least built. If not, starting to paint.
Crochet Lady says hi again.
Hello there. All right, so let's show you what I built.
Shall we move it?
Yeah, go ahead. Just have it so you can kind of see this general area right here. And sorry I sound tired. I'm really tired.
Zoom in here. Okay.
Okay, so this is where I work. This is the old deck part right up here. And this is the superstructure down below, the frame. There's 2 parts to this. You've got one section that comes to here, and then you got the other section that goes all the way to there. This section has to be repaired, this other piece, so I'll get all that taken care of. So all I'm going to do today is just set that. That's the new section. That's what I've been working on. So we're going to just put that up here, see how close the paint matched. Put a couple of tracks on it just to see how it looks. Stagger some cars on there, see what it's going to look like with freights rolling through along with the passenger stuff. So let me get this changed out real quick. These are some of my cars that I've weathered. It's been a while. So you can see the tops, ends, graffiti, all that. So the reason I'm showing you that is you'll understand here in a minute when I show you this other thing that came in. And then of course my weathered auto carriers. I've got a bunch more of these I've got to do. So, all right. So the first thing I got to do is carefully take this off. Hopefully it's not stuck to it. It isn't. Good. All right. So this was the old one, which, as you can see, was just a single track wide with an overhang with the handrail. That was the. That's what I thought I was going to be going with. I'm just looking here because I saw this too. So it didn't matter. Paint had a few areas here that were a little flawed too. But
but
it's okay because I never noticed it when it was up in place.
That's true.
So it
That's
doesn't.
true.
So now that I know that, I'm not going to worry about it because you can never see it.
Right.
All right. So here is. I'm going to try to get this under here without banging it into everything. Okay. So here is the new one. And here's what I was talking about. All these little triangles. Like I said, there's almost 200 on this bridge.
Hold it.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, you can see them.
Yeah. All the way down both sides. You can see. All right, so let's see here. This goes that way. All right. Cross our fingers. Hope. I didn't do a recheck on the width of this to make sure it's going to fit.
Oh,
so
no.
I'm really hoping it fits. And it doesn't hang over and give me problems. I'm generally pretty good at my measurements, but sometimes I'm off just a little bit. But
So that looks like you got it.
I'm going to see here. No, it's fine. Feeling from both sides like that, it's sitting on the I being the same. Same on both sides. Oh, that's perfect. And then it has a little bit of a bow to it, but then once I glue it and put a little weight on it, it'll take itself. It'll do just fine. Wow, there we go. Here, let me have it.
Here, let me zoom it out.
Okay.
Here you go.
And then I'll just do a quickie showing both sides.
Better?
I'll hand it back to you. Yeah. And then you can just finish with that. So there's what we now have. There's our double. And so you can see, it looks really good. That deck really did a nice job. The other one just kind of sat in the middle here. This one covers all of this on both sides. All right, let me get some track. I'll let Gabe put this back to.
Crochet Lady says, yay, no redo necessary.
No redo. I got my measurements right the first time. And let me just grab, I just got some scrap track down here. Let me try to find a couple of straight pieces down in here that are decently long. Yeah, we're just going to bring this out here so I can see what I need. Okay. Well, that's a good straight piece. We'll use that one. And I'll grab another one. find a decently long one. They said doesn't really have any bowing to it or very little, so I can just straighten it out. Can I do that with this one? Oh yeah, not bad. Okay, so I'll do these. All right, so I got 2 pieces pulled. So let me get this back in there out of the way. And we'll line up some cars on both tracks and we'll see what it looks like. Okay. Gotta make sure it's fairly straight because these are gonna have to run in a very tight space parallel. All right. Okay, we got a bit of a bow. I'm gonna just do that. I got most of it. A little bit more. Right down here at this end. That's pretty good. All right, so it looks like I got a pretty good amount of room. I tried to give myself a 1/4 of an inch from the ties to the rail. That's about, I think that's maybe it's a little more than that. It might be a little more than that. That'd be about like 4 feet clearance if we've got somebody there. And I think I did 1 1/4 inch, 1.5 inches center on the tracks. So that when I hit the curve, the big cars won't have an issue running into each other. Oh yeah, that is going to look really good. Of course, I'm going to paint all the ties. I want to get better track. This is just some scrap stuff I have. I'm probably going to dedicate this for the yards. I'm going to get better track, and then I'm going to paint the ties like I've done all of these ties. And then I'll just simply glue the track to the decking on here. I'll probably bring it right up flush, cut 1 tie back on each so I can put the rail joiners in on each side, and then that way this won't get glued to this. This way I can take these out in sections if I need to work on anything. Because I made access points underneath here. There's several, I don't know if you can even see them now. There's several areas, big wide areas underneath here where I can bring wiring down for lighting. Because there's going to be a highway, or not a highway, but a 2-lane road underneath here with sidewalks on the sides. So eventually I may want to light that whole road up. So I kind of was thinking ahead. So I left lots of gaps all the way down to be able to do that.
YYS asks, yo, is this a railroad?
Yes, it is. It is indeed. We're just about ready to start putting some cars back on. I got my glasses on so I can actually see the rail. I got to get myself one of those little railers that you just roll the cars down and they're on the tracks.
Should I zoom in some on the
Well, that's good.
elevated?
It doesn't really matter.
You got a good look at it when you zoomed in.
Yeah. No, I think we're all right. There we go. Yeah. So, well, it's not very noisy either. Very nice. All right, so let's put the other 2 on back behind it. And let's see how that's going to look. Mostly we're going to have passenger up here, but there will be the occasional freight that will run through when we have backups on our lower tracks. And we need a way around them. And we'll have them go up here. You can definitely feel where I've got a couple loose legs. When I took this thing apart, a couple of these legs broke. And I can definitely feel the wobbliness. Great grammar. There we go. And we're going to put some passenger stations up here. That's an addition we're gonna add later with an elevator that goes up. And that way we can have, looks like some F-59s and bombardier cars, or bombardier, however you wanna say it. Cars running around up here. And some of them will also be some of the subway cars from Kato. And we will take those and we'll put that chip in them that allows you to program them for stops. And we'll let them stop at the varying stations that we have up here on this upper level. There we go. Yeah. That kind of gives you an idea. You want to zoom in on that?
Yeah. Okay. There you go, y'all.
And then I'll hold it and just,
Look at that.
so perfect. It's exactly what I was talking about. That looks great against the big buildings.
I like the trees down below. It really,
Yeah.
really just brings the whole scene together.
We just got these. These are from JTT Trees. I really like the style of them. We've got a bunch of them down here. This is all gonna be green space right along here. We're gonna have a park. So we'll have some trees that'll even be as tall as this, so that they'll pass behind some of the taller trees. We'll have a lot of the shorter ones. We're gonna have a wandering paths. We're gonna have a little lake, a tiny little lake, probably like right here, pond, and maybe a stream that follows down along here. And then of course the road that'll be underneath right there. So with the sidewalks that will go all the way up to the buildings in the back. That's going to work out really, really good. This is looking pretty sharp. So, y'all, let me see that. I'll put it over here. Just zoom back out.
Zoom it out. All right.
All right. So, here is how it's going to look up on top. You can see you got plenty of room. I'm going to check with a ruler here in a minute, make sure I'm sitting at about 1 1/4 inch, 1.5 inches between centers, so that when they hit these curves, I mean, it's a very minor curve, but I just want to make sure I've got plenty of room right there to be able to do it. So that I think is going to look really, really good as they're coming through town here. You can see how that's going to look right there with the cars below on the roads. And then our main lines right down here with all of our trains running down along the bottom here. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I am happy with that. So, ooh, a little warm in here today.
Yeah.
So, all right, so that's how I'll do it. So I've got to do that wall over there. You might show them that over there. That's where it comes in at. So now I've got to do the double section deck that goes right here, all the way till it hits the curve. I'll do the straight sections first. I got a straight section here. I've got a small straight section right here. And then I have a long straight section right here that goes off the layout, which will go over here to the wall for all the staging, because that's going to be all of our yards for both levels, for both this lower level. And if you haven't been with us in a while, this is all going away right here. We're taking this out because it just kind of hems everything in too much. These 3 tracks are going to head over into the yards on the wall. We'll cut this out right here, and I'll swing them out like that and bring them over to the yard.
This is N scale.
Yes. So, yeah, like I said, I've got tons of these trees. I got this stuff, and we got more of those, and all kinds of stuff. We got little tiny trees, and so this whole area, it'll be all trees. We're gonna have it start here at the station. We're gonna have planters all through here that'll have flowers and stuff, and maybe a tree and a big planter on each corner, and then that'll just continue. Probably the park going right off here. And then coming right around, I'll push that back just a little bit. The park coming right here on this, and then all the way back behind over here behind our station. Probably, well, to the station, because back on the backside is where we're going to have the unloading, and our road goes for getting into the big station over here. And this will have all the planters and everything right here too. So we're getting there.
United States Rail Fanning asks, what is this based off of? New York?
Actually, it's really not based off of anything, just big city. It could be New York, it could be Chicago. I mean, if you look at the architecture, it could be just about anything that's has towers like this clustered. This kind of an aged type of a tower. Yeah, I mean, it's just a fictional city for us right now. This is based on the big tower down in Los Angeles. If you look up at the top, it's got that round section up there. We're gonna call it the Alexandria for the Alexandria Lighthouse, because that's what I always thought of when I looked at that huge skyscraper in LA. It looked like a lighthouse with that round thing on the top. This is the Artemis complex, these 4 big towers right here. We haven't named this yet. It had a name, but we got rid of it. This is the Titan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Titan. Gemini.
Oh, Ryan says hi.
Hey, Ryan. Hey,
Good
look,
to see
Ryan. We got our double deck in.
Yay!
We got 2 tracks sitting up there now. That's that. Like I told you, Ryan. That is all scratch built, except for the ribbing and the triangles that were 3D printed and the handrails.
He says it's nice.
It came out great. I'm really happy with it. So I think it looks good. I love having the depth of the 2 tracks on there. It's going to be great for running trains. So.
Yeah.
So now, the next 2 weeks, we'll get all the rest of the straight sections done, and then I'll do the curved pieces. I'll probably have to order some more of the styrene. I'm using these big, huge sheets right here.
Is it from Evergreen?
These are evergreen, yeah. So I'm using these.
Ryan says, wait, you didn't scratch build the triangles?
No, but I had to sand every stinking one of them. And they're only like that big. Try holding on to that, between your fingers while you're trying to get a. I don't know if I even have one over here still. I got really sick of them.
Vic says, keep it up. Looks fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh, here's one. So.
Oh, there.
Here's how big these. Well. Here's how big those are, and I had to get those. Had to hold on to those and file the 3 sides down and file the 1 face on every one of them of the 200 that we have. Almost 200 on that one thing right there by itself. And I got to do that for every section that we have coming up. I don't even know how many that's. So if that's 200 right there, figure probably a little over 200, maybe 250 right there. So there's going to be 450 triangles, probably 250 over there. So that's 700 triangles, probably. This curve right here to this, we're probably looking another 200, so there's 900 triangles. And this probably right here is easily going to be way over. So it'll be 1,000 triangles that I'll have to hand sand. So yes, woohoo, boy, looking forward to that. I tell you, I was so sick of working on those yesterday. It was like, I want to be done, I want to be done. But it was worth it because, man, the details look great. So all that's left to do now on this, there are a few more details to go. I'm going to pick a point probably between the second to last two beams, and probably about right here. I'm going to cut out one section of the handrails, and I'm going to drop a ladder down with a safety cage, and then there's going to be a walkway, and we'll have all kinds of handrails and stuff there, and then dropping down with a safety cage and a ladder going down one of the legs. So one of the legs there, one of the legs here, with ladders going up to get to the top surface.
Vic says that's a lot. Why not 3D print them, or everything has to be done by hand?
They were 3D printed. The triangles were 3D printed, but they're so small that for some reason they always leave these little, where the triangles come together, the corners come together. On the one side that I have to glue, that's the longer side that I have to glue flat to the face, it leaves this little nub and one on the top. So 2 sides have to get that nub off there, otherwise they don't go flush. So I don't know why it prints like that, but it does, because in the file they don't have those there. It just, I think because it's so thin and so small that it just adds that as a little extra support. So I have to get those 3 nubs sanded off of every one, and then the side that's on the plate that has the rough surface to it, I have to sand that. Yes.
Ryan says, yes, Lance, Devils in the details. Looks amazing.
Thank you. It is. It is. And plus, still, probably we're going to have some lights that will come up. I know I talked to you guys about how we got lights underneath for the road, but I'm probably going to put, like every other one of these beams, I'll probably put a light up shining down on the deck. So probably on the back side. Well, it'll probably be better on this side because we won't get the glare of the lights of the camera when we're filming. So they'll probably be coming up like right here up to about maybe this height. So like up to about like right here off like this pole about right here, and then I'll run the wires up in there and get them hidden, and that way it just kind of shines down. So, well, we'll probably do that maybe every 2 or 3 of the legs. We'll put a light in. Yes.
Vic says, well, you have to shave them and then it shrinks it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So, but they're all done. I mean, it took to do those 200 by hand like that. I think it took me about 4 hours to sand that. So, if you take that and you multiply it, that's only 200 out of 1,000. So I'll be spending 20 hours just sanding triangles. These were easy to sand, these handrails. I was able to use my sand block on those on the backside. Didn't have to have really anything done on the top. I just had to shave some of those nubs off. They get them too in a few spots. I had to just use a file and just sand those down. And then on the backside, I used a sanding block with a fine grit. And I just put them down on the table, and I just ran the sanding block off each end and spun them around. And that did that real quick. And that's how I did the other one, and it worked out fine. So what's left, besides what I just talked about, is the weathering. So I haven't decided. I want to keep it fairly clean because this is a very clean. We're going to have a very clean, modern city. So it does have to have a little bit of wear, especially like on joints and things like that. And maybe where the triangles attach, I might do some streaks down. I'll do a little bit of fading here and there on some of the blue. I'll use a whitewash and I'll just fade some areas. I've got that single deck right there to practice on, which is nice now. So I'll get it looking good on that, and then I'll transfer that to this. I'm not going to rust it up much, just probably some fade and a little bit of dirt. Once I've done all that, I glue everything together, then it goes back outside one more time for its final dull coat. And then I can glue the track down and finish that bit up. So I think that'll work out all right. I really like how this looks, the height of this, especially with, you think about the trees, and if you look at down below here, with what's going to be passing down below, let me get this pulled off so you can get an idea here.
Crochet Lady says, I hope Ali chimes in, as in Indonesia had a gigantic earthquake a day or 2 ago.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I hope he's alright.
So that gives you an idea with the trees, how, a couple taller ones and stuff, but with the main lines down below and a couple up here, everything moving back and forth. So gives you a really good idea of what it's going to look like. So I'm really happy with that.
Vic says, I'm from Boston and making a model of that is on my bucket list. I'm learning from watching right now. Thanks for all the content.
Oh, good. So you're going to do a downtown with an elevator, or just a downtown, or what are you going to do? Because what we're going to be doing is all of our files that we have as we hit milestones with our subscriptions. Our next milestone is 5,000 subscribers or 8,000 subscribers. When we do that, we're going to start releasing for free. We're going to give you guys links every time we hit a milestone. We're going to release one of our files free for all of the people that are subscribers. So, well, actually just about anybody, because we won't be able to keep it from everybody seeing it because we don't have a specialty thing for subscribers. We're not going to send out blanket emails, bother you guys, but we'll put a link up to where we've got the file. And then, so for example, I think our first one that we're going to do is going to be the Artemis. All of our buildings are built modularly, so you can make them as tall as you want, as wide as you want. You get a basic panel that's 9 inches by whatever we have for a width. And for example, this right here, this one is, let's see, this is one, that's 2 panels. That one is 3 panels, and the back one is 4 panels, not counting the little floors or the roofs. So we just kept going up 1 extra panel for height. So, and you can even make this shorter if you want. You could, let me see the panels right here, so you could actually bring this down to about that height right there and just have a shorter one. If you don't have the height like this, like say you got multi-level train layouts, or you just don't have the height room, you can make these any height you want.
Vic says he's planning on doing the whole city of Boston.
Oh, very cool.
And that's awesome.
Very cool. So, like I said, we'll probably have a total, as we hit our benchmarks, We'll probably release between 15 and 20 of these buildings as we hit those. So over the next year, if we can get where we want to with the subscribers, you guys will just keep getting more and more freebie stuff as we go along. So we're just trying to get, with the way they, YouTube really, with their new changes, they really made it hard for small niche creators now. They're taking away pretty much all of our money that we get on advertisements that we do on our shorts, and pretty much mostly what we do is shorts. That's where we're probably 80% of our videos, 89% of our videos are shorts. We weren't getting a whole lot of money from it to begin with, just be honest. I mean, it was maybe a couple $100 a month, but now it looks like it's going to be zero, because the new benchmark that they have set is you have to have 20 million views every 90 days. Well, we have 30 million views for the entire channel in 2 years. So we will not be getting advertisement dollars anymore from
Shorts.
the shorts. So we're just trying to build the subscribers up so that on our long videos, if you guys will start watching our long videos, that's where we're going to get advertisement dollars. Then we have really good stuff on our long videos. We got great builds, we got great layout tours, we've got really good product reviews. So if you go, you subscribe and you go hit those, then that'll help out tremendously. Yes.
And if you've really enjoyed seeing all the stuff we're doing to the layout, we have a goal going right now. If you want,
Oh, you put a goal up?
Okay. Yeah, if you want to help support us, just you can send a super chat, and that helps us keep continuing what we're doing.
Yeah, we're going to be running into having to buy more styrene for the elevated track here pretty quick. So I don't know how much that's going to cost. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get out of this pack of the single sheet I have left there. Plus I've got this black stuff. I've got a couple of full sheets of this. Well, a full sheet and a couple of small sheets.
Adventures of Smoking Bandit says YouTube sucks now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's getting to the point where it's getting rough.
It's no longer about having fun and just making videos. It's about just how much money can we get out of our watchers and our creators.
Right, at their end. And basically what they're doing now is they're taking back all the money that people were getting on shorts. So, because probably only 1% of all people that put stuff on YouTube can generate 20 million views in 3 months. So everybody else is back out in the cold again. So that's just basically what happens. So we're looking into a few other avenues for things to do and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so I'm going to show you what we're going to have. What my family treated me to, because they knew I'd been really tired working on everything. Plus, we had a lot of personal stuff going on in the past week and a half with a funeral and helping some other people out at a hospital, taking them to and from, and just a whole bunch of stuff. And working at the food pantry, and they knew it was going to be a rough. We were doing volunteer work at the food pantry. They knew it was going to be a roughly week and a half, 2 weeks for me. So they went and got me this, and then we did the unpacking of it. So we'll have the review of this completely. So this came in, and they just said Happy Friday, and as you can see, I just kept them. I rewrapped everything and put it back in there, just to keep them safe till I got around to them. These are my favorite car, and I'm really surprised they found this. I mean, they found them all in one auction. They don't have their original box. These things generally at train shows are really, really expensive. I don't think they paid. You guys didn't pay much for these, did you? Okay. So, not like the $20 a car? Not even close? Okay. I don't like talking about money when we're talking about gifts, but I just want to make sure. Because we get these for about, $15, $20 a piece at train shows. So there were 7 of these, all different roads. These are my favorites. And because of graffiti. I love graffiti, I love putting it on there. So they got me 7 different roads of this. There's there's the Cryotrans, there's the McCain, and I can't remember what the other one was. But there's like 2 of them that have, 2 of the cars have like a couple cars each, and then some singles, but there's 7 of these. These are That's what these are right here. These are the same cars. Now that shows you, all right, those are the weathered. Can you see that in the image?
I think so. Because my image is. Yeah, you could.
You might want to zoom in.
I'll zoom in. There we go.
These were just as clean as this when I first started with weathering these and doing everything to them. So these are all going to get the same treatment as this, and I'm going to be doing all the custom graffiti on them and everything else. So we're slowly building a train. I want to get 20 of these cars, and they're all going to have just almost full graffiti, bold, bright graffiti on both sides, going all the way down them. So this box has 7 in it, and I've got, I think, another 5. I think I have another 5 in boxes over here. So I've got 14. So I need to find another 6 to give myself a 20-car train. Like I said, I'll look for the train shows because
it's the best deals.
eBay has these at like $25, $30 a car, and that's about the best price.
Thank you, Ryan. He says elevated tracker bust and a $10 super chat.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Ryan.
Oh, we're gonna have a new member video. I showed a lot of the steps on this elevated, working on it the past few days, so we're going to be putting that up. I've got one more little section to film on it, so we should be putting another member video up tomorrow.
So everyone, please show Boggs Rail some support.
Right.
He's got some great N-scale videos on his channel.
Yep.
Please go check him out. Please subscribe to him. He's another great model railroad YouTuber.
He is. He just got done building a weed sprayer train that he got as a 3D print file that he printed off. I think he printed it off instead of having it come in printed. I think he actually printed his own off. But he assembled it. He put a full LED light package into it. He painted it. He decaled it. He's actually got a video showing him decaling them, and he's got some run videos. It's really a cool train. I think it was like a 3 or a 5 car. I don't remember which. It even has the one that has the pickup truck on it, the railroad pickup truck sitting in the bed. So it looks really good. So go check that out. It made me almost want to get one. I might wind up getting one. We'll see. His is nice and clean. Mine would be dirty. Mine would be filthy. I would have it completely grunged up and like it's been on the rails for a long, long time.
Wow. He says I still have 4 more cars to paint and decal.
Okay.
It's a big train.
I think he had 3 already done, so it must have been a 7-car train. It must have been a 7-car train.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna look really cool when so keep up with him on that. It's really good stuff. And we do that for everybody that supports us and helps us out. You know, we're down at the bottom of our main page when you come in on the channel. Down at the bottom, we've got all the links to all of our big supporters and stuff, and just some really good other layouts and things too. So some of the groups and stuff that I think we've got some of the groups down there, but if not, we'll be putting those up shortly. Like I said, I went up to Milton today. They had their, those guys had their, I think it said it was the last one of the season until November, open house. And they're getting there. It's really small. Their traveling layout is really good. They have like 30 modules, 30 plus modules in their traveling layout. Or more than that, I don't know. But they can easily do about a 20 by 30 space with some dips and doodles and things. But they're really good. The modules themselves are really, really good. So they're getting there they put all their time into that. They're just finally, they have a home layout at the Milton Museum. And they're just starting to work on that. And one of the guys there, his name's Phil, he's been doing a lot of the work. He's building a big, beautiful canyon. It's got a couple of bridges that go across it. They just finished doing the foam work. You'll see in the videos. We're going to be putting some videos up. We went and got, it was the open house was from 10 to 3 today, and we got there about 12:30, and they were running some good stuff. We got some Burlington Northern action, I think some Sioux action, and some Lehigh Valley. So we kind of showed the new areas they were working on that weren't there when we went up last time. So pretty neat stuff. And we got our next train show coming in just a little over a month. That's going to be out at Monroe. Good train show. Really, really good train show. decent amount of layouts, usually good deals. So we're going to go. It's a Saturday, Sunday. Our wife's and I anniversary is Thursday, but with working and everything we have going on, we're going to celebrate Saturday. So we're not doing the train show on Saturday, so we're going to go out Sunday. I like going on Sundays better anyway. Every time we go to Train Fest up Milwaukee, we do it on Sundays. It's a quarter of the crowd that you have on a Saturday. Okay, so you don't get all of the possible neat finds, but we go more for the layouts and to talk to dealers and manufacturers and stuff. So same thing at the Monroe show coming up. So I think that's the 4th, 5th, 6th. That's the 26th and 27th. So if you're in the area, I know we've got quite a few of you that are in the general area of South Central Wisconsin. That's a really good show to go to. So that the show dates are the 26th and 27th of September. And then there's also a really good show coming up in West Bend that we're actually going to be having 2 tables at and selling a bunch of our little buildings, both built and in kit form. At that one, along with some HO stuff, final HO stuff that I'm clearing out for my dad's collection. We'll have 2 tables. We'll be there for that weekend. No, wait, it's just a Sunday also. That is the Sunday only show, and that's in October, and then Train Fest is November. So season is here, basically. It's kind of nice having that club event today because we didn't have a whole lot of videos left from previous shows. Excuse me. So it's nice to go get restocked until we got to the shows. So I am going to make some more videos here pretty quick, probably today or tomorrow, of this really cool Amtrak right here, that one, running. So we'll probably be doing stops at the stations and maybe something over here in front of the skid row while it's still here before we have to move it when we take this piece out. So yeah, so it's definitely getting there. So but anyway, so that's where we're at. So I'm done with that. Pretty much, well, almost about 95% done with that section. So when we do our lives this week, I'm trying to think what we're going to have done. Tuesday we got to go to Hobbytown. I got to pick up some stuff, some building materials. They're the only ones that carry it. They're cheaper than if I buy it online because then I have to pay shipping. It's small stuff. I got to get some glues and things like that. So we're going down there on Tuesday, and I don't think we'll do a live stream down there. We'll do a live stream down there as we get close to the holidays so you guys can see whatever they put on sale. Last year they put a bunch of stuff on sale, and we were able to catch it and let you guys know so you could get some really good discounts. Apparently people took us up on those videos last Christmas and got fantastic deals. So when that comes around, we'll get the videos up immediately, and when they start doing it, so you'll know and you can get in on them. So I think that's so this I got off target there. Talking about live streams this week. So we'll probably do a live stream probably Tuesday. Well, yeah, because then if we just go down to Hobbytown and then come back, we can do a live stream then because we're already into train mode. Because we were doing something Monday. The kids coming to pick up the fuel tanks.
Yeah.
We sold my wife's car, so we put it up about 2 weeks ago. It's been sitting for 3 years. The battery was almost dead when we stored it, and it's been dead for a long time. And so after storing it that long, we read online and people were telling us that you had to drain the fuel tank and all this, or you could really mess it up. Well, we didn't have it priced very much. It was a Dodge Challenger. We didn't have it priced very much. My wife just couldn't drive it anymore. Her back, she couldn't get down that low for as low as it was. So she's had an SUV for 3 years. And so we put an ad up and went through a whole bunch of people just wasting our time, just talking to us. And then this young guy said, I've been looking for a Challenger and a project. I said, well, it's a project because you're going to have to do a lot of services to it. And he came up and we made the deal. He pulled the back seat out of it, drained the fuel tank, and He just forgot the cans that he drained all the fuel into, and they're nice brand new cans. So his day off is Monday, so he'll be coming back to pick all that stuff up. So it's really weird out back with that car being sitting there for 3 years next to mine, and now it's just a big open space. So, but he's really happy. He's going to work on it, and he's like 22 and working hard. So he said it's just going to be a fun car for him. So we're happy for him. And we made him a good deal factoring in. He was going to have to put some money into it we kept it well below book value. So it worked out for everybody, I think. So, but we just have to hang out for that. So so since Tuesday we're going to be gone. Maybe we'll live stream Monday, since we're going to be just hanging out here. Maybe I'll work more on triangles. Hey, there we go. We can do that. I can bore you guys for like 4 hours doing triangles. That's what I'll do. I'll print a bunch of triangles tomorrow. Then I'll put the camera over there, and you can watch me sit there and go around edges of triangles.
There we go. Perfect.
Oh, yay.
Yay.
I can't complain because I'm the one that decided to do it. I could have left the triangles off. I didn't have to put them on there, but I wanted that extra little detail. And yeah, so there you go. So yeah, we may, or maybe I'll work on building the deck itself. And you can see how I actually cut the styrene and
Crochet lady says no.
What? You don't want to watch me sit and snap triangles for 4 hours?
It's riveting.
Yeah, it is. I start talking to myself and
slowly go insane.
Yeah. Oh, I watch my pile where I have ones that I haven't done. I keep looking over. It hasn't gone down much. As I keep tossing more to the side that I finished, it just keeps looking like I've done nothing.
Ryan says, yes, more triangles.
There we go. We'll do a, what is it, a goal?
Yeah.
Keeping me working on triangles, and I'm to the point of,
there we go.
That's enough for today.
And I'll make it the lowest amount.
Oh, gee. Yeah, that'd be really great. So, I don't think so.
Ryan says, don't be acute.
Cute. He likes those jokes. He was really getting us the other day with him, too.
Yeah.
Well, at least I'm not obtuse.
Yeah. It says goal.
So yeah, it's just stuff you got to do. It's whether you want a layout that's got all the details, you got to put the hours in. And I got to get around to doing another clean in this room. It's gotten a little dusty and dirty, and I've got stuff stacked everywhere. I tell you how lazy I've been. I'm not doing it. My trash bag's sitting over on the floor. It fell over on itself. And all I've done is toss all the garbage on top of the folded over bag. It's not even in it. So I'm gonna have to pour all that off the top of the bag and put it in the garbage bag. That's where I was this past week. It's like, it ain't open, I don't care. Throw it down there. So I'll have to clean all that and vacuum all that.
Keith says now you're being obtuse.
Yep. So we'll I'll have to get things cleaned up a little bit. I do want to start working on scenery and getting things to looking good now. So we're going to get a can of blue paint, light blue paint, and paint the walls for a sky blue so the buildings all stand out a little better. Probably do that in the next month and a half, 4 to 6 weeks before things start to get cold. I don't know how much more we're going to get 3D printed big wise this year before and painted before the cold comes, because like you guys that have been with us, I paint outside. I go out on the deck, I set my stool up, I put the cardboard down, and I walk around with stuff and spray it. That's what I did with the big thing today, and of course that's how that piece right there broke. Right, I have a bigger one that goes below that. All the pieces are sitting out in the landing out there, and I haven't done anything with those since we've got them redone.
Keith says, great looking setup. The buildings are unreal.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I've got to get that second piece that's a little bit bigger that gives us the second step. I got to get it done. I'll definitely have that done before winter. Maybe this fall I'll paint. I think we picked out the color. I'm pretty sure we found the color for the Alexandria.
Yeah, wasn't it that white?
We haven't bought it yet.
Yeah, we just saw it over there.
We saw it over there. But the thing I got to do is I've got to finish those stair steps. that are on the top of each one of those, and I really don't feel like dealing with that. I may just build that over the winter and then paint it in the spring when it warms up. You know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
Those ones that are on the top that you printed off all those individuals.
Oh, don't I know.
Yeah,
Don't I know.
so I don't think I'll be tackling that this winter. So we may be done painting everything, big for the winter, because this big guy right here, the Cerberus Chimera building.
He's kind of on pause, isn't he, right now?
Yeah, I mean, we have the main tower built, because the back panels that aren't in there are sitting over here on the floor. I just have to sand them and glue them together, and that's done. And then we just have to do the angled sides to it. But we'll get it built over the winter. So that'll be the two things that we will paint. So maybe this winter we'll print the two big buildings that go behind this station over here, and then in the spring that way I can paint 4. Because I painted what over the summer? I got 4 or 5. I painted 6 so far.
Brian says, I can't wait to get the building you guys gave me painted khaki, hoping to get it painted tomorrow.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Very good. So are you going to use the same stuff that we've been using? You're going to go with, anybody that you don't know, we use on all of our buildings, most of everything I paint, we use the Rust-Oleum 2-in-1, where it's primer. Is that what he's?
No, but that's what we use, yeah, is that.
Yeah, I'm talking to the camera, not you. You don't have to answer.
Okay. Well, you were asking me about the other thing.
No. So we use this. That's where the blues all come from, everything. So we use this on pretty much everything that we do. So you got to have good temperatures. Yeah. What?
Then he's going to try that. The Rust-Oleum.
The Rust-Oleum? Okay. So you got the colors. Yeah, we used khaki on something. Oh, it was this one. So he's going to use that. That's khaki.
Yeah,
yes.
when you got
right. So you're going to use that color on that. Then is what you're saying on the Artemis. That'll look really good. Are you going to do the green up on top? Now that's the Saint Tropez blue, green versus the Seaside. That's a little more of the coppery, oxidized coppery color. So that'd be my recommendation if you're going to go with that kind of a color. Let me see here. Do I have something without having to take a top off? Well, here, we'll look and see what it looks like. So if you're wondering what the combination is going to look like, Ryan,
let's see. Ryan says the khaki, but then going to do a dull coat, absolutely with the Seaside.
Okay.
I says, oh wait, what was it called then?
Saint Tropez.
Saint Tropez.
Is one of these loose? No, they've all stuck because of the temperatures. So, but
and the humidity.
I can use I don't have Saint Tropez on anything else. Well, anyway, you can probably see the color. So it'd be this color with that color. So I think that'd be all right. Yeah, and then make sure you paint all your trim. I haven't painted this one yet, so you're going to want to spray some into a glass and use a brush you're going to throw away, and then you can paint your trim. The pieces I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 pieces of trim myself that I have to paint, where I'm just going to spray this into a glass and then just come in and just carefully do the rest of the trim. I think that'll look really nice with that color in between. So I think you got a good combo there.
He says, written down, thank you.
Yep. Yeah, yeah, it's Saint Tropez is what it is. So, but if you've got that color, now, trying to think here, my painting pattern on that.
H2 says hi.
Hey, you don't need to paint any of the stuff up on the top, obviously. You don't need to make a base coat of the khaki up there, but you should, on the levels, do all of the khaki on that, and then, like I said, then paint that by hand. So you'd have your 1, 2 bottom pieces, your third piece, and your center section, all that in khaki. And then you can come back in, paint that in the Saint Tropez, and spray into a glass. Don't use a paper cup or anything, because this paint will eat it up and you'll have paint all over the floor. That comes from experience. So just learn from my mistakes. So make sure you put it in a glass or something, or put on something metal that you're going to used to like a metal measuring cup or something.
Ryan says, I'm thinking that or a burgundy type. There's a building in Milwaukee with that combo.
Oh, that'd be pretty too.
Yeah.
We'll have to send some pictures, or we'll go look at your site if you show what it looks like on that. That'll be pretty neat. We sent Ryan, for those of you wondering why he has one of the buildings or what we're talking about, he's donated a bunch to the layout. We are so grateful for it. So we sent him, I didn't print it off, my son printed it off. He didn't want something too tall because of limitations. So he asked for, we told him what he would like, we would do something. He asked for the Artemis building, but only the height up to here. So he has everything else, just all of this shrunk down to this height right here. We printed that off, I assembled it, sanded it all, and assembled it and sent it to him. Because he's responsible for most of the engines you see. The Surfliner here, he purchased for our layout, and the BNSF, and we've got, where'd it go? There's another, these two. Yes. And then these were in his collection, which he'd never used, and he donated these to the layout. To our layout, he sent us that. That really cool safety Amtrak P42. And beautiful Pepsi can P42, which we're building custom cars for. We're going to pair those off with custom Bombardier cars, because we are printing those off, and I'm going to paint those colors to match those engines. So he has been a very generous supporter, and we are so appreciative of it. And we had a really good time the other day. He was over, been a couple of weeks now. I showed him how I do my cars. We actually did these guys. This is the one I kept. He did one. I showed him how I did all the steps to do that weathering on there, and he did beautifully on what he did. That was all done with just acrylic paint and a paintbrush. And he said he's been doing some more. I hope he posts some pictures of that. You said you've been working on some other cars, so I'd like to see some of the other ones you've done.
Ryan says, thanks for all the tips and the content, gents.
Oh, great. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. So,
thanks for supporting the channel.
Yeah. So I think that's where we're at. Still just kind of recovering after all this that's been going on. It's like I said, been kind of a mentally straining about a week and a half. So, as most people know these days. So we're getting there, but I haven't done anything on this. I've got my air conditioning units here. I've just got to strip off the 3D, the supports that come from the 3D printing, paint them up, put the air conditioning units on there, and this is pretty much done. I got to put my safety rails around the top here and the spiral staircase in, and the door in, and then the window glazings, and that's done. So, I mean, there's probably only maybe 2 hours, 3 hours worth of work left on this, and it's finished and ready to go. So I'm pretty, and then I'll weather everything down here where we've got the dirt coming out, where like it's just over the years, the rain and filth has stained along the building, stained the concrete along the building like we did over there on the, looks really excellent over there on the slums around the base on the sidewalks.
Ryan says, yes, I have a bunch of stuff I have to get on my page and tag Northern Light.
Good, yes. Yeah, we'd like to see it. So that'll be great. So, well, maybe what we'll do on, Monday on a live stream is maybe I'll weather that single wide section. I'm looking at it down here, it's on the floor. That single wide section of the elevated bridge, the deck bridge. Start trying to see how that's going to look. Just play around with a few areas. I'm not going to worry about it because I'm never going to use it because everything's going to be all double track. So I may just use that as a total experiment, see how it looks, fading it down. What I want to do on the handrails, because it has absolutely everything that this has, but just in a single wide version. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe that'd be pretty good. So maybe you guys will be along for a ride here, because I don't know how that's going to look. I know how I'd like it to look, and liking it to look and having it look that way are two separate things. So I'll have to work down on the floor down here because the thing is just too long to work up on the table with it. So I've got new lighting set up right here that shines down on that space pretty good. So, yeah, maybe we'll do that. That might be a good thing to do. So maybe Monday night. Yes.
Crochet Lady says no air conditioning in the station, but passengers are passing out.
Yeah, we don't have any in it yet, but we will have it. All right. So I think we'll run the. I'll run the blue around so you guys can see that real quick, and that way, I don't really need the videos. We got all these new videos. Maybe wait till Monday for that. Yeah, we'll do that. Because what I want to do too is when I get this thing done, this elevated track done, even though we won't have the loop complete over here yet for a little while, because we got to do the door off and get some jump track made, is I will go ahead and wire the elevated track up for running, and we'll just run some stuff back and forth just to kind of see how it's going to look, because it's going to be it's 3/4 of a loop, so we'll put a passenger train up there and we'll run it and see how nice that's going to look coming in front of the convention center and the big buildings, and see how good that's going to be. So maybe we'll have that going. Maybe, well, those curves are going to be a bear. There's no getting around that. That's going to be really tough to do. So I think we'll see how it goes. Okay. I'm just thinking things through. So that's a dangerous thing. So the Micromark paint. We finished up the videos that we were going to do for that. I am going to be getting a few more figures for Warhammer that I'm going to test their metallics on to see how good those look on some like armor from either probably like the Space Marines, Ultramarines, or something, maybe Salamanders, because there's a really pretty green metallic. Or something chaos wise. We'll probably put that up on our other channel. If you guys haven't checked out our other channel, have you got the link up there yet?
No, I'm gonna put it up after this.
Okay, so after this, later this evening, we'll have a link up to our other channel, which is Northern Light Gaming. The stuff that we do with all the Warhammer and things and the videos for the gaming, we're going to put over on that one, so it doesn't bother all of our train stuff that we have over on this one. But if you like that, like when we were doing the live stream of the Minecraft with that minecart train that we were building, well, I wasn't building the minecart train, I was just digging. The Gabe was doing. So if you like that, you might want to go over and subscribe over there. We've got it's called RockCon coming up down in Rockford. That's going to have it's an all weekend. It's a full weekend. It's first weekend of September or something like that. Going to have all kinds of stars from voices from video games and things there, and there's going to be all kinds of tournaments going on. And next year, I may actually enter some of my Warhammer stuff that I've been painting, just to see how I do with everything I've done. Where is that at? I'll show you if I see it. Oh, yeah, there it is. This is just something else I do on the side. It doesn't take a whole lot. It doesn't take really any time away from the train, since I allocate just a little bit of it.
Oh no, he lost his arm.
He did lose his arm. That's over there.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you'll be able to see all the weathering on that or not.
No, it's so dark.
So dark. Yeah, I've got the lights. We're going to have about 400 lights in here in the next probably week and a half.
The individual LEDs?
Yeah, they're 4 foot long strips. There's 100 lights in each one. So we've got 4 of those here. This is gonna be lit up like a Christmas tree in here. So anyway, this is a Warhammer Killacan that I did quite a while ago. So I may wind up getting a few things of this done in inter-competitions. If there's local stuff here. So we got our whole channel doing on that. Like this is the Scooby-Doo mystery machine that was looted by the orcs. Scooby-Doo's right there. He's got war paint on. So, and it's completely rusted up and done. So we've got all those kind of things. We're going to just go ahead and start giving them a home. Because I like working on those because it actually gives me new techniques to use on the layout. Things I develop over on that, like all that rusting and really heavy weathering, that's where I developed it before I brought it over here to the train side. So those were just 3D printed things that we did, so it didn't cost us anything other than paint and about maybe $1 in filament. Maybe not even that, probably 50 cents in filament. So it's good things to practice on. So we'll have that coming up. So if you like that stuff that we've had, those few things that we've had, game reviews, system reviews, all that's getting moved over there. So if you like it, go over and like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 50 subscribers so that we can do our live over there as well. So we don't have to do the live streams here late at night. We can just do them over there late at night. So those of you that just want trains, you won't get notified that we've got, a Minecraft thing going. So, but that Minecraft is pretty cool. We did that during COVID.
Forever Forgiven says that's an awesome addition. What's the channel name? I'll show support.
Oh, thank you. It's Northern Light Gaming, right?
Yeah.
Northern Light Gaming?
Yeah. So if you search up northernlightyt.gaming on YouTube, it'll probably pull our channel up.
Okay.
And if you don't see it there, I'll be making a post here pretty soon that'll link right over to the channel itself. So
yeah. It'll be under our discussions or whatever. The community.
Yeah, our community page
or
our posts.
Yeah, and they'll also put a link at the bottom of our main page. When you come in, the home page, down at the bottom, we have all the links to everybody else. We'll put a link there as well. So again, there's going to be lots of painting techniques that will go really well with this. I mean, eventually I'll put stuff there, but that'll just really give you a crash course in weathering. So it's a great go with. Like I said, that's how I developed those vehicles, and that's how I developed doing all of this around here. That's how I did all of this weathering. You can't see because the lights are terrible, but all of this faded weathering and the dirt and the staining and everything that was done around this roof line right here was all done with what I learned weathering the Warhammer figures. So it's just a good thing to go practice on. So it'd be a good thing just to have there as a resource for you. So be sure if you do go over there, subscribe, and then we'll have our live streams. He's going to make me play Halo. Yeah. I played it once with him before. I grew up in the 80s, and you went to game rooms, and you had one joystick and 2 buttons. And whole game could be played with that. Now it's the control, and you have to do something with every stinking button that's on there. And it's like I'm sitting here looking at it, trying to remember which button I got to use. Meanwhile, my character is being destroyed up on the screen. And so, but Halo, fortunately, doesn't have a whole lot of controls to it.
You shoot, you jump, you punch.
And I like chasing him around and shooting him.
Yeah.
So
I don't see that.
Even though we're supposed to be on the same team, I'll come up behind him and I'll shoot him. So yeah, we do those kind of things. So
Forever Forgiven said just went and subscribed, and Crochet Lady says I'd better too.
Okay.
Stephen Page says it's looking amazing, best cityscape I've seen.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we're only about maybe 40% done with the total amount of buildings. Now, freestanding buildings, we're well over halfway done with the freestanding buildings. We only have 1, 2, 3. Finish this one, 4 to go. But then there'll be probably 10 background skyscrapers. So they'll stick out from the wall, probably an average of about 1 inch to 2 inches. And we'll probably have 10 of those, maybe 12 along here, just to give more depth. We'll have our roadways that go back to where, to the horizon or until it ends in city back there. All the way around, we're going to have our big Broadway street back over here where we're going to have like Times Square type of thing with all the billboards with their advertisements with the little LCD screens. And then we'll have big buildings right here. The big corporate offices for all the railroads will be right there. So we'll have, by the time we're done, let's see, so we do 10, 11, 12, 13. So we got 14. We count total number of skyscrapers, background and everything. 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We'll have 21 skyscrapers. So that's pretty good. Along with a myriad of other little buildings that aren't as tall. Because we're gonna have right here behind the station is gonna go our, city hall. It's gonna be something probably about this height, so not as tall as the rest, but bigger, obviously, wider and deeper. And then next to it will be the downtown, the main police station. And then also probably the post office, a big post office. That'll be something in the size of this range right here, tucked back. It'll form a square right here that will have a park in the middle of. And that way, at Christmas time, we can put a Christmas tree in the middle of it, change it out for the tree that was there, pine tree that was there, and put a Christmas tree in. So we got lots of stuff coming. So I imagine, oh, then we got down here. This is just the upper level. And then down here is all going to be Cono Unitrack, and we're going to have nothing but mountains, rivers, a few plains, and some industries. Yes.
Forever Forgiven says, "LOL, this is going to be epic seeing Dad play. I can't wait."
Yeah, Dad's not very good, but Gabe's one of the best gamers I've seen. So he picks up all the slack. I run around just, woo, what are we gonna get over here? And Gabe's off killing everything. So that's how I play. It's like, ooh, shiny. What's shiny? Let's go look at the shiny thing. That's about how I do it. So, you know, that's just how it goes. Like I said, if it's not one joystick and two buttons, I'm not going to get through things very fast. But there is a game I do like called Enclave. So I did actually finish that one before he actually started gaming really heavily back when he was really little. And I finished that thing completely in that one. But it's a puzzle solve game with killing involved. So I really enjoyed that. We're probably going to put stuff up about that because I hadn't played it in years. And what was the deal? We had to wait for it to come out on
the modern systems.
the modern systems because the other game that we had was for what system?
The original Xbox.
Oh,
I got it on disc on PS5 and then digitally on the Xbox.
Right. So I want to play through that again because I had a lot of fun because it's like one of the few games that I ever finished.
Yeah.
Modern games.
We can't stream through Xbox onto YouTube. It's only through Twitch.
We can throw the camera up on a box.
Well, I've got
Let's put the camera on a box and we'll go live with it.
There are other methods.
That's all right.
There are other methods.
What was the other one I finished? Solid Snake?
Did you play Metal Gear?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I finished it.
Yeah.
But that was...
And those got re-released.
Yeah.
So that was the original PlayStation, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I always like that sound, that... When you were in trouble and something was spotting you or you had somebody coming at you.
Yep.
So. Oh, and then I played the one they made the movie about. Had Christian Slater in it. I can't think of the name of it now. Had these really like creatures that came from another dimension, and it was a really good game. But anyway, we're off track. So anyway, we've got that channel coming because on the weekends he's going to need to decompress. He's going to get hammered this year with school. So we're what?
Alone in the Dark.
Alone in the Dark. That's it. So we're going to take a little time on the weekends to play games. I'll keep doing this during the week, and then on the weekends, we'll probably do our live streams about 11 o'clock at night till maybe about 1, either a Friday or a Saturday, and that's what we'll probably do on the weekends over there. So that's over on the other channel. So there'll be links. If you haven't found it, there'll be links. So anyway, but again, we'll just keep plowing through this. Like I said, probably by the end of summer, I will have the Elevated done, and it'd be nice to be able to start running trains on it, even if it's just back and forth for right now, that's fine. I do need to make the road underneath because that is actually going to be an important part of this. I figured out what I was going to do is just take some of the styrene. I have to order some more of the styrene, and make my road where it's just cut a piece of styrene, maybe about like this much wider than how wide it is on either side with the beams. That'll cover my sidewalk, and then strips like this wide on the like on the surface here. If this is like the road, sitting on top to make my sidewalks with the step down for the road. Then set the elevated track on top of that and glue it to it. And that will allow me to just have a really stable surface for the elevated track. I think I've been thinking about that. I think that's going to be the way to make that work.
Crochet Lady says Okie must be mowing today.
No, I bet he's at a baseball game. He's been hitting a lot of baseball games lately. He was, was it last weekend?
Yeah.
Last weekend he flew to Minneapolis to see the Twins play on, I think, Saturday. And then he caught the red eye on Sunday to San Diego to watch the Padres play. And then he flew home. So he's probably doing a baseball thing since summer's winding down and all that. So, yeah. All right, everybody. I think that'll be it till Monday, and then you'll get to see me being frustrated with weathering the old section of the elevated track to see how it's going to look, to see if I can get it looking the way I want it to look. So hopefully you guys will join us whatever time we do that Monday, because then you can give me input as to what you think. Because I'll do since this section is like 4 foot long, I'll probably do 1 foot sections. And I'll probably do a little bit of weathering in each one to see which looks best. And I'll get you guys input on it, and then whatever we come up with, whatever looks best is what I'll implement and put on the new section right there. So hopefully you guys will be here.
Crochet Lady says Monday, right? Or Monday night?
Sometime Monday.
Yeah.
I don't know what. It's going to kind of depend on when the guy comes to pick up those fuel cans. So, because I'll probably want to visit with him a little bit, make sure everything else is good. So, but it'll be sometime Monday. But we'll definitely do that. Then we'll probably do it again Thursday, since we're not doing. This is not a week for pantry. Pantry is week after this one again. It goes every 2 weeks that we help out with the food pantry that our church does. So, so we'll probably do like Monday and Thursday this week. So maybe if we can figure this out on Monday, what we're going to do with the weathering on that single wide, then maybe I can get this section along with the legs done by Thursday, to where I can get it completely glued together and final dull coat. Now that'd be a lofty goal for 4 days. Don't think that's going to happen, but we'll see. Because I wouldn't put the track down to the very end. I'm going to have to be really careful with that, because I'm going to glue the track to it. So I can't have any glue spots. So what I'm probably going to do is glue, I don't know, probably the far side, underneath the far track away, towards the back of it, to where if there is glue, it'll be behind the track so that you don't see it. And then maybe a couple of spots on the front so it just doesn't lift up on the front. Maybe that's how I'll figure it out. It'll get there. So just got to think through it. All right, so look for some videos tonight. Maybe we'll put one up of today from the Milton run with the new trains they were running. But otherwise, let's see. Oh, and the new video in the members section will be on tomorrow with the unboxing of those cars. And also, no, the unboxing of the cars will be on the regular channel, non-members, just everybody. But what's going to be on the members is going to be showing how I did the steps of doing the elevated, the big double wide. That's what'll be on the member section. Yep. Okay. I gotta keep it straight. What's going where? So, all right, everybody. So hope you're having a good weekend so far. I think we're gonna go rest, take it easy, watch a movie. Not sure what we're gonna watch yet. We stopped at Goodwill when we were up there. I like going in looking for movies and records, and he likes to look for games and stuff and seeing what we can find. I'm looking for 2 movies right now. I'm looking for Blade Runner, the original theatrical cut, and Soldier. But then we found About a Boy, which is a great Christmas one. So we just picked it up. It was a couple bucks, so that we're gonna start getting all the ones we like for Christmas instead of trying to find them among all the streaming services. So we're just gonna get the DVDs for them. So we're gonna start looking at that and see if we can build up our holiday collection. So, all right. So we will.
Ryan says sorry, had a work call, and Crochet Lady says paint ties first. ? Question mark.
Oh, yeah, the tires will have to be painted first. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, but I'll have to buy new track too. Cause all the track I have left over is bits and pieces. I mean, there's some decently long stuff, but I want it all uniformed. So I'll wait till I get to the train show next month and see if I can find a guy that's got a bunch of full long sections used, cause I don't mind cleaning it, cause I'm gonna paint it all anyway. So, we'll just, yeah, we'll see what we can do with that. So, yep, so it'll all get done and then we'll glue it down and it'll all be finished, so. Well, no problem, Ryan. I hope you have a good night. We're just getting ready to sign off here and.
He says Okie is mowing.
Well, we don't know. I think he's actually at a baseball game, if I had to guess at it. It's the weekend and it's so, it wouldn't surprise me. But we will see everybody on Monday. Again, like I said, I'm not sure what time. But we will. And again, we'll have the link to our game channel. We'll be goofy it's just gonna be totally goofy over there because I'm terrible. He's like top tier and I'm like, bottom. So he'll be the one that carries all the weight in that. And but we will have a lot of fun. I really get to ribbon him quite a bit during the games. So if you wanna watch that, we'll be setting that channel up and doing those like late on the weekends, late night on the weekends. So, well, plus we'll have like I said, we'll have the weathering things for all of the Warhammer that, like I said, goes perfectly with the buildings and the cars and stuff. So there'll be all that kind of stuff over there. All right, so I think we're done.
Yeah, Ryan says, "Yep, good seeing you guys."
You too. You too. Have a good weekend, everybody.
And thank you for the support.
Yes, very much. And then we'll see you guys Monday sometime, hopefully. So take care, and we'll see you then.